In this clip, we're going to look at the process you use to find the equation of the straight line that passes through 2 points. It can be shown that if the 2 points that the line passes through are called x1, y1 and x2, y2, then the equation of the line is given by this formula here. Now, to understand how we can use this, we're going to do a couple of examples. Let's look at an example where the 2 points that the line has to pass through are given the coordinates. Let's choose some simple ones, 3, 4, and say 2, 3. Now we have to work out and decide which one of these is x1, y1, x2, y2. So just arbitrarily, we'll call this one the point x2, y2, and this one the point x1, y1. It doesn't matter which way around you do it. You can do it around the other way if you want to. You'll just get the same answer. The working out might be slightly different. Now all we have to do is simply substitute these numbers into this formula. So let's do that. Y minus y1. Now y1 is 3 equals y2. y2 is 4 minus y1. y1 is 3 over x2. x2 is 3 and x1 is 2. X minus x1 will be x minus x1. x1 is 2. And what we do now is we simplify this down. So we'll have y minus 3 equals, now 4 minus 3 is 1. 3 minus is 1 times x minus 2. So simplifying that down a bit further, we have y minus 3 equals x minus 2, and we can write that in one of two forms. We can write it in this form by taking everything to one side. We can take the 3 over to this side and the y over to this side. We'll have 0 equals x minus 2 plus 3 minus y, which tells you that it's x plus 1 minus y, and we rewrite that as x minus y plus 1 equals 0. It's that form, so that's one equation. That's one form of writing the equation, and the other form we can write that as is y equals x plus 1. Those two things are the same. So y equals x plus 1 is one form of the equation of the line that passes through the 2 points, and this is the other form. It doesn't matter which way around you do it. So what I have here is these are the 2 points we chose in the first place, 3, 4 and 2, 3, and y equals x plus 1 is the straight line that passes through those points. It passes through the y-intercept of 1 and has a slope of 1, which means it's an angle of 45 degrees. The next example comes from Maths Quest 11, and the 2 points that the line has to pass through are 2, negative 5 and negative 3, 1. Now, these points will give us a fairly complicated bit of mathematics to try and find the line, but we'll just bear with it. But you'll learn quite a lot about how to handle positive and negative numbers in this. Let's suppose we call this one x1, y1, and this point we'll call x2, y2. Substituting these values into the rule above, which tells us how to find the line, we get y minus y1, which is negative 5, equals y2, 1, take y1, which is negative 5, over x2, which is negative 3, take x1, which is 2, times x minus x1, and x1 is 2. Now simplifying that down, y minus 5 and y take negative 5 will be equal to y plus 5. 1 take negative 5 is 1 plus 5, and negative 3 take 2 is negative 5. So you have y plus 5 equals 6 on negative 5, x minus 2. We can cross multiply here, taking this up to this side. So we have negative 5 times y plus 5 equals 6, x take 2. Expanding out the brackets, we'll have negative 5y take 25 equals 6x take 12. And collecting up some terms, taking them perhaps all over to this right hand side, we'll have 0 equals 6x take 12 plus 5y add 25. The negative 5 when it goes over to the other side becomes positive 5y. Negative 25 when it comes over this side is positive 25. And continuing with the tidying up of the terms, we have negative 12 and 25 makes positive 13, so it'll be 6x plus 5y plus 13. Or we can write that more neatly as 6x plus 5y plus 13 equals 0. That's one form of the equation of the straight line that passes through the 2 points we've been given. Or you can rearrange that by expressing it in this form. 5y equals negative 6x take 13, or y equals negative 6 on 5x take 13 on 5, which is a bit messy. So the other form of this straight line is y equals negative 6 on 5x take 13 on 5. And that's quite a useful form because it tells you what the slope of the line is. The slope of the line is negative 6 on 5, and the y-intercept is negative 13 on 5. Both of these two forms here are equations of the straight line. This is the slope-intercept form, and this is the form where we write the equation in terms of say ax plus by plus c equals 0. The two forms are just different representations of the same information. This form here I tend to think is more useful because it has more link to the fact that you've got the equation of a straight line which has a slope here of negative 6 on 5 and a y-intercept of negative 13 on 5.